Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a boy who had a dream. He dreamed of flying high above the clouds, touching the stars and becoming someone important. But the boy didn't know that some dreams are just that, dreams. And the path to success is rarely as smooth as it seems. Our hero was a simple village boy named Rashid. He lived in a small, peaceful village nestled between golden wheat fields and clear blue skies. His family was poor, but they were rich in values, love, and dreams. From a young age, Rashid stood out. He was sharp, respectful, and curious. His teachers often said, "This boy will go far one day." His mother, Noor Bibi, would stay awake at night, sewing clothes by candlelight, just so she could save a little extra for his education. His father, an aging farmer, would work twice as hard in the fields, so Rashid wouldn't have to live the same hard life. Finally, after passing his matric exams with distinction, Rashid got admission to a well-known college in the city. The day he left for the city, the entire village came to see him off. His mother tied a tie around his arm and whispered, "Stay on the right path, my son. This world is bright, but not every light is from God." Rashid smiled, unaware of how heavy those words would become. At first, the city overwhelmed him. The buildings touched the sky, and the nights buzzed with lights and noise. He stayed in a small hostel room and focused on his studies. He called home every few days, shared stories of his new life, and promised his mother he was doing well. But city life had temptations he had never imagined. He met a group of boys who seemed confident, popular, and free. They laughed loudly, spent money like water, and lived without rules. They introduced him to places he had never been: cafes, clubs, parties, and late-night hangouts. At first, Rashid resisted, but slowly, he started skipping classes. He bought expensive clothes, borrowed money, and chased the illusion of fun and freedom. His phone calls home became shorter, less frequent, and when his mother asked, "Are you praying, Beta?" he would quickly change the subject. One evening, after a wild party, his friends planned a midnight drive. Rashid had been drinking, though not much. Still, he wasn't in a condition to drive, but one friend tossed him the keys and said, "Show us how fast this village boy can go." The roads were empty, the music was loud, laughter filled the car. Then, in a split-second, headlights, a sharp turn, screeching tires, a crash. The car smashed into a divider at full speed and flipped over. The windshield shattered. The world went silent. Rashid died on the spot. The others survived with minor injuries. Back in the village, it was just another morning. Noor Bibi was making tea when a neighbor rushed in, pale and shaking, holding a phone in his hand. The scream that came from her lips echoed through the village. Her knees gave out, her hands trembled, and she clutched her chest, crying out her son's name again and again. His father didn't cry. He sat quietly on the old wooden sharpie, staring at the dust rising in the sunlight. People came and went, offering condolences, but he remained silent. Only his trembling hands gave away the storm inside. 2 days later, Rashid's body returned, wrapped in white cloth. His mother refused to believe it was her son. "This can't be him. My Rashid promised he'd come back as a doctor, not like this." The entire village mourned. His teachers, his friends, even the old shopkeepers who had once given him sweets on credit. People whispered how the city had swallowed yet another innocent boy. His room was left untouched. His books still lay open. His mother would sit there for hours, holding his photo, talking to him, praying for one more chance to see his smile. He wanted to fly, but he chose the wrong winds, and the sky that welcomed him was not the one he was meant for.